Welcome to Always Moving Forward with Renee.
Moving forward.
Hello and happy Sunday to all. Welcome back to part 2. This is the day that the Lord has made. Rejoice and be glad in it. Again, welcome to part 2 and welcome to Always Moving Forward with Renee. My co-host who is back with me today, Mr. Levi Johnson Jr. He's a talented artist, musician, lead singer. He's in 2 bands. He also plays an instrument. And he is the maker of Mr. Levi's Mighty Fine Soul Sauce, which is sold in stores across Metro Detroit and the state of Michigan. The Bible says in Proverbs 4th chapter, 7th verse, the beginning of wisdom is this: get wisdom, and whatever you get insight. And that is what Levi is giving us today. So hopefully you did catch part 1. But if you didn't, you know where you can go. You can go to bgntvgospel.com or on YouTube and watch it there. But Levi, let's just dive into this. You know, you showed us last week your art, your pens that you make, as well as the sauce. But did you attend art school or anything?
No, it's strictly from above. I started drawing on a wall, my mother tells me, when I was a little baby. I guess old enough to hold a crayon.
Okay.
And I did a wonderful work of art on the wall that she had to scrape off. So I think that was the beginning of my artistic
Okay. All right.
ability being shown.
Okay, well, you know what? In drawing on the walls, you were much better than a lot of us. Because trust me, I drew on the walls and I can't even do a straight line.
What line
I
does it have
can't
to be
even
straight?
do a straight line. I'm telling you. And you know, you are truly a Renaissance man.
Thank you.
You know, you are truly those. And you showed us your pens. And he's wearing one right here. And, you know, you said the pens are out of pine cones?
Yep. All I'm doing basically is embellishing what God made. When you see pine cones, some of them, they're walked on, crushed, and pretty much thrown in the garbage. But an artist sees things as they can be, not as they are.
Okay.
And I think that's what the Creator put in each one of us. You know, He sees us for not what we are, but what He does and what He can do in transforming us. So I like to think there's a little bit of the Creator in me and that I can create.
Okay, well, it certainly is. But tell me, can they get your pens or your paintings in a store? Are they being
Well,
sold?
currently, I do shows sporadically. The last show I did was at a gallery on Livernois at the Detroit Fiber Works, next door to Good Cakes and Bakes. And Miss Mandisa Smith decided that she would allow me to show my works there in an art show. And some of the pieces that I showed last week were in that same art show.
Okay.
So now, if you're interested in getting some of my I call them Fibonacci pens,
Okay.
or any of the other pieces I have, you can contact me at 313-320-3850, and on appointment, I can show the stuff, or I can send pictures of what I have available.
Okay. So, you know, and I'm going to speak to the young people. Levi is self-taught. He taught himself how to paint. He taught himself how to make the pens.
Yes.
And you can do the same thing.
That's right.
You can do it. Now, he grew up with his grandfather and grandmother, and they assisted you,
Well,
showed you the way.
Yeah, watching him, just the way he would carry himself with people, I don't care what color they were. He met no strangers. He could communicate with people with a limited education, might I add. You know, he was just able to just bond with people.
Right.
And when we open up the ability to communicate with people, we can find that there's needs that they may have that you can fill.
Yeah.
But it seems like the art of communication is slowly dying because, you know, we don't even talk to each other. We text each other. You know, we don't even communicate with people in public, you know, because people are preoccupied with their devices. Now, these devices are great, but don't let it take the place of human interaction. That's so key. And,
Right.
you know, learning what people actually need and what they can do for you.
That is right. And you know, you're saying communication. I remember growing up as a child, my dad spoke several different languages.
Wow.
Because we lived in an area where we had people that spoke those different languages.
Okay.
You know, now you don't have that.
Right.
And I remember walking down the street, no matter how many times you saw that adult sitting, sitting
Sure.
on the porch, you spoke.
Yeah.
You could go past that adult there 5 or 6
Right.
times, and each and every time you said hello.
That's right.
You said hello.
That was pretty much what you were taught that you
That's
should
right.
do.
That's
But
right.
this has gone, you know, to the wayside now because the technology, which was a tool, has become just a be-all and end-all to everything.
Yes.
And people are airing their business. They're, you know, praying to Facebook like Facebook can heal.
Yes.
So, you know, you just got to know where the source of your blessings come from,
Right.
and stay in touch with that, because we were put here to be a community.
Yes.
You know,
yes.
just the way I met you. You know, it was part of a community type effort,
Yes.
and
yes.
I'm grateful for that, I might add, and I thank you for this opportunity for allowing me
you're
to come on the
welcome.
show.
You're welcome. You know, I'm honored to have you to be
No, the honor is
interviewing you.
mine. The honor is mine. Really.
You trying to make me feel good? I'm blushing now. But you know, tell us about your sauce here.
Okay, well, soul sauce is an all-purpose barbecue sauce that is not only good, but it's good for you. There's not a sauce on the market that has a lower sodium level. If you look on the label, there's only 50 milligrams of sodium per 2 tablespoons. If you
Okay.
look at similar products that are on the market, the sodium level is as high as 290 and up.
Wow.
On some other sauces. I'm not going to mention them because I don't want to get sick
Right.
on the program. But when you are looking at the way black people particularly have high blood pressure, heart disease, it's attributed to our rich diets and the things that we've been eating, and it's the wrong thing. When I talk about soul sauce to people and they say, well, the price of it is, you know, it's too high. I can get a sauce, you can get other brands, maybe 10 bottles for $10.
But
You
what
know,
get-
if they're on sale, but what you're getting is not good for your system. You know, this is low sodium. It's made with apple cider vinegar, which is better for your health. It's gluten-free, non-GMO. It's sweetened with cane sugar instead of high fructose corn syrup. And when you are looking at something that you're going to love and you're going to eat a lot of,
Yes.
you got to be careful what you're putting in your system.
Yes.
You know, a lot of people now, before they even taste the sauce, they're reading the label. A lot of people are more cognizant of
Right.
what they're putting into their bodies. So, you know, you may find a cheaper sauce, but you're not going to find a sauce better for you health-wise,
Right.
in my opinion, than soul sauce. So that whole idea in bringing something to market like this was not only to educate people about something better for your health, but actually to introduce what the South has to offer in the way of soul food that's actually good for you. Because soul food in and of itself can be very dangerous for people with, certain health conditions.
Yes, that is right. And you know, let me just tell you, my husband and I, we really enjoyed this soul sauce here.
Well, I'm happy for that.
We got it comes in mild, spicy,
and habanero XS.
right?
Extra spicy.
XS, and this is what we got. And trust me, if you like spicy foods, this is it. So, you know, you said you can use it on spaghetti. I'm going to try it on spaghetti.
You can make
I'm
chili.
going to try it.
Yeah.
Ooh, chili, okay.
Yeah.
But you know, Levi, you have a lot of responsibility. Do you do this all yourself?
It's impossible to do it alone. What happened early in bringing this product to the market in a legitimate form, with your barcode,
Yes.
with your date of expiration and all that, there was a team of professionals that I call Team Soul.
Okay.
And that consists of my attorney, Mr. Eric Easter, who has a practice in Highland, Michigan, my mentor, Dr. Noel Jackson, who has a dental practice in Trenton, Michigan, and then other people who work for me. My daughter, Antesia, she's a avid pusher, and she does the demos for me when I can't be two places at once. Sometimes I try to, but I haven't figured it out yet. But she's pushing the sauce. She's got a magnetic sign with a picture of the soul sauce on her car, and people stop her, and she's, disseminating the information about where the sauce can be bought.
Okay, so she's a
you need a team.
driving billboard there. Yes.
You got to have a team of people who are dedicated to building your brand, making sure you have the information you need to know, because like I said earlier on the other episode of your show, you need to know what you're doing.
Yes.
And have yourself armed with as much information before you go into anything, whether it be playing baseball, whether it's painting signs, if it's singing. Who started gospel singing? Where are the quartet groups from? Where did this music originate from? How did this come about? I'm just one of those curious people that want to know the background of something, what it takes to make it work. Even our faith. How did the Baptist faith come about?
Yes.
All these things, we're doing it because maybe mama said do it, but you should know where it came from.
Right. And we have a little surprise for you at the end, but we talked about Mr. Levi is also a singer. He sings with, and he has two bands that you sing with?
Yeah, I'm the lead singer in the Saints of Soul, and I started my own band called Pearl Handled Necktie.
Okay, if it's okay, can we tell them where they can see you?
Yeah, you can see us particularly coming up soon in Milford at a place called the Red Dog. It's on the other side of the tracks in Milford on Summit Street, and that'll be the 20th of September, starting at 9:30. Come on out and bring your dancing shoes.
Oh, okay.
Prepare
we
to
can
sweat.
dance. Okay. Okay, but tell me, Levi, is it hard to get a product like this to the market?
I wouldn't say it's hard. I would say there are steps that you have to make sure that you take. For example, soul sauce it's a tomato-based product. And tomatoes, if they're not prepared properly, if they're not prepared under a certain temperature, you can bottle this up, but this top will blow off of this bottle.
Oh, wow.
Because it can ferment.
Yeah.
So everything has to be done in a way that's in accordance to FDA laws, USDA laws, and then you have to have it tested, and they determine what the sodium level is. You have to make sure you don't try to cut steps. Now, before I found all this stuff out, I was making it at home, but I was sterilizing the bottle. I don't have a sterilizer, so what I would do is rinse the bottles that I was putting the sauce in, put them in a microwave oven for about 2 minutes, and let that microwave on high sterilize the bottle. And then I poured the sauce into the bottle as it was boiling, almost.
Okay.
So, I wasn't doing it in adherence to maybe USDA
Yeah.
standards, but I never had a customer tell me, hey, your sauce blew up on the shelf, and I can't understand why, So, you have to do your research and find out how this product can be produced where it's not going to harm your potential buying public or your customer.
Okay.
So you want to make sure that, all the steps are covered. I had to get the name Mighty Fine. There's a little figure there. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a little circle with an R. That's a
Yeah.
registered name. If somebody uses this name, they have to answer to my legal team. So
Okay.
you want to make sure that you enlist the services of a lawyer. You're going to have to pay a little more, but you're going to make sure that you're not running into some problems later on that you could have avoided
Right.
by taking each step and making sure you didn't try to shortchange yourself.
Okay. Okay, so it's a lot that goes into it.
Sure.
And you need that team, like you said, you
That's
had a
right.
team
You need a
earlier.
legal team that can point things out to you, because you don't know these things going into it. All you have is a passion.
Right.
Well, you got to kind of rein that passion in and know that, hey, I got to make sure I'm following what the law says. Now, when I was selling out my trunk like a crack dealer, all those things didn't come into play, But when you go to the marketplace, when they put this on the shelf, that shelf is your real estate.
Yes.
So you got to preserve that real estate and make sure you can keep that real estate where you can keep putting product on there as that product is sold.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now tell me this, you worked with, or you all worked together, Launch Detroit.
Yes.
Okay, now, how did that help you?
Oh, immensely. Launch Detroit had a program. Matter of fact, I was in the first class that they instituted. And what they did, they gave you 10 business modules that you went to these classes at Baker College. I think they've moved since then from Baker College. But each class prepared you for a different aspect of whatever your business that you were going into would need to know.
Okay.
How to get in contact with chambers of commerce and how they can help you get your product to the marketplace. A lot of times you have to just do what they call a cold call on businesses to get your product in there. You can't be afraid to walk up to people and say, hey, this is what I have to offer. We think we got a strong product. You should have this on your shelf. Let me tell you why.
Okay.
So if you don't have communicative skills that work, you have to work on those skills so that you can push your product, because I'm not going to buy something that you're not interested in yourself, even though it's your product. You have to
Right.
sell me on why do I need this.
Right. But tell me this, and tell everyone else, what advice do you have for someone who wants to start, their own business?
I would say don't lose your passion. If you believe in the product, then convince somebody that it's something to believe in. You have to have that zeal that's contagious, infectious. It has to be where I don't know anything about this, but I got to try this. Why? Because this person is really enthused about this. I haven't even tried it, but their enthusiasm just spilled over.
Right.
And I felt that. I felt like this is something that it's a worthwhile product to invest in or give a shot at being sold in my particular supermarket or wherever you're selling.
Okay, and I'd just like to interject with this, that, whatever you do, the Lord's hand must be in it.
Indeed.
So that it can work properly.
Yes.
We shouldn't trust in our own abilities alone, because the Lord must be at the heart of everything.
That's right.
Everything we do.
I agree.
And Levi, I want you to take us to your display there
Okay.
and tell us what we have there.
Absolutely.
Okay, Levi, We're here at your table, your display here with your artwork, your mighty fine soul sauce, and your pens.
Yes.
Just tell us what you have here. Just start wherever.
Well, I'll start here.
Okay.
This is a piece that I did a couple of years ago. It was actually commissioned for somebody, and they backed out.
Oh.
But no problem, because I hang art all over my house.
Yes.
And this is actually called oxidation. This is, I think, 5 by 3, and it's acrylics. And it is one of my most, I guess, most interesting pieces, I think. And it actually was inspired by a encounter I had with a dumpster. A garbage dumpster, taking out garbage. And
That is an interesting piece.
and it's called oxidation because you see varying levels of oxidation of paint peeling. It was painted about 5 different colors, and those different colors are coming through. And we move over to this piece, which was once a satellite dish. It's actually upcycled into art, and it kind of brings to mind like an equalizer, you know, the electronic equalizers, but people, they start telling me, well, I see it as a city.
Right, right.
Yeah.
The skylight, Detroit, the
Yeah.
big buildings, tall buildings,
yeah.
yes.
That's what you see.
Okay.
And then we move over to a t-shirt that I use in promoting the product. When I'm doing demos, I wear one of my t-shirts and it has my image on it, and it's got the spicy connotation on it. But you got 3 varieties of the sauce. You have mild, spicy, and habanero XS, which really
Okay.
took off because seems like the buying public now favors more spicier stuff. So if you like it spicy, this is extra spicy, but it still has that distinct soul sauce flavor, and it's the spiciest of the 3.
Okay, now this is the one my husband and I purchased from Levi when we met him.
Yes.
And let me tell you, you like spicy? Spicy.
That's the one. But it's barbecue sauce, so it's
Yeah.
not a hot sauce. And we move over here, you see what I call my Fibonacci pins. I'm wearing one. These are made from pine cones, and they can be in the shape of a daisy or well, I'm pointing to the wrong. This one's more like a daisy. And then these are more like zinnias. Like the one I'm wearing is more like a zinnia flower.
Okay.
And they can have any range of pieces adorning the center. You see Swarovski crystals. If you look at this one has praying hands in the center. This one has a map of Detroit with the Detroit name across it. This is a rivet off of Levi's jeans on this one. I left this one kind of natural because the natural beauty of it is something to behold.
Right.
And then I take things and turn them into pins. Like this was a keychain.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so.
Okay.
And then moving over to this one on the end, this is what I call victory. And the feet of these figures are hematite, which is used in jewelry. The head of this figure that the 3 figures are standing on is a bullet that is a spent bullet that was shot up in the air perhaps. And the bodies are from when I was working as a mechanic before I retired. I worked for the Board of Education for 19 years. So there was a lot of stuff that was thrown away that I upcycled. Like this was the back of a water fountain. The the figures are attached to. And the hair on this figure in the center is springs. Yeah.
Okay.
And the hands are raised in exultation because victory has been won over this bullet that could have taken a human life, or over sickness, or
Right.
shame, and the things that bring us down. So they're standing on it, showing that they have power over those things.
Okay, so you see what we throw, some of the things we throw away, what you can do with it.
Can be repurposed. That's right.
It can be repurposed.
Just like our lives.
Right, yes. Like these pine cones here. We have
Sure.
a pine cone tree.
Okay.
And, you know, I'm going to collect when they fall. I'm going to collect them for you.
All right, I appreciate
Okay?
that.
We have a tree, but you see he's made pins out of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and look at his art there. You know, so everything has a purpose, and like Levi said, it can be repurposed.
Upcycled, yes indeed.
Recycled.
Yeah.
You know, but we have a surprise for you, and Levi, I want you to know these are beautiful pieces of
Thank you so
art,
much.
and my husband and I just enjoyed the barbecue sauce.
Well, there's more where that came from.
All right, all right. But you know what? Right quick, while I get our special guests, I want you to tell them how they can get in touch with you. Give them your phone number. Let me
Okay.
run and get our special guest here.
Yes, I can be reached at mytfine, mytfine.LLC.com or thesoulsauce.com. That's the website where the soul sauce can be purchased. I'm also available at Levi-Johnson at sbcglobal.net. That's my email address. And my phone number is 313-320-3850. Thank you so much.
Okay, here we come now. Okay, we have here Miss Pett, the wife of Levi. She is also an entertainer. She's a musician. She plays for several churches, and she also sings. She did a jingle for Mr. Levi's Mighty Fine Soul Sauce.
Yes, indeed.
Okay, where's mine now? Okay.
You all ready?
Okay, so let's go with the jingle.
Mr. Levi's mighty fine soul sauce. That soul sauce, that soul sauce. Get yours today. Alrighty.
Again.
Mr. Levi's mighty fine soul sauce. That soul sauce, that soul sauce. Get yours today.
One more time.
Mr. Levi's mighty fine soul sauce. That soul sauce, that soul sauce. Get yours today.
All right, all right.
You got it, Renee. You got it.
Okay, so I want to tell you, make sure you tune in next week, next Sunday, and watch us, because we do have another surprise for you. And remember, if you're in the need of prayer or you just want to tell us how you like the show, give us a call at 313-657-5556 or email us at wealths111@gmail.com. Don't forget Mr. Levi's Mighty Fine Soul Sauce. Soul sauce, that soul sauce.
Get yours today.
All right. See you next week.
That's great.
I hope you enjoy Always Moving Forward with Renee.
Moving forward.
What's up, everybody? This is your girl, Vicki Winans, and you're watching Bell Global Network.
Hi, I'm Clifton Davis, and you're watching Bell Global Network.
Hi, everybody. I'm telling you, everything that happened to me that was good, God did it. I'm Evelyn Turrentine, AG, and you're watching the Bell Global Network.
This is Pastor D. Alexander Bullock of Preachers of Detroit, and you're watching the Bell Global Network.
This is Bishop Edgar Van of Second Ebenezer Church in Detroit, Michigan, and you're watching the Bell Global Network.
Hi, I'm Bernadette Stanis. You know me best as Thelma from the TV show Good Times, and you are watching Bell Global Network.